So to make a pinhole camera, all you have to do is find a box. This happens to be a cigar box. I drilled a hole in the box. I took some aluminum from a can and I just cut it with scissors. Like this. And then I would just take a needle and I would poke it through this aluminum to make a hole. Next I would take a little bit of sandpaper, and real fine sandpaper, and I'd sand the hole on both sides just in case there's any sticking out, you know, just because that's our lens basically is the hole. Then I took this little square of aluminum and I placed it on this box. I taped around that little square of aluminum. And remember, I drilled a hole in this box. So that's our lens. And to protect the lens from exposure, I just have a little piece of tape and I just cover up the pinhole. So this is the camera now. Basically, this is where the lens is. The light shines through the lens and onto the back wall of the camera. I'd take photo paper and I would tape the photo paper onto this back lid, you know, in a room with either dark or red light or at nighttime, and then I would just close the box. So then you go out into wherever you want to take a picture. Let's say it's, you know, daylight, no clouds, and you just point this box wherever you want to point it, and it's going to be a super wide shot. I would suggest actually holding your hand on top of the box so it doesn't shake, and then grabbing the tape, taking it off and count to 2. 1, 2, and then put it right back on. That's about it for full sunlight. Now you're going to have to make adjustments, you know, if you're looking at partial cloudiness, or, you know, indoors obviously is way more exposure. And then you take this photo paper and you develop it with regular chemicals, you know, just like you're developing a print. And if you get lucky, if you get a good exposure, your image might look something like this. And if this looks funny, you know, it's because it's a negative on paper. It's a paper negative. So everything that's normally black in the photograph is white, and everything that's white is black. So you can take this print and you can take your camera. I believe Kodak makes an app, and you can photograph this print and it'll invert everything and it'll look like an actual picture, like this.